Hi everybody, this is One-Eyed Tom. Alright, I'm getting ready to put in the heating element in the Kubota BX 2670. I'm gonna show you what I got here. Well, I'm gonna go grab a flashlight. So I'm gonna pause you a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I went and got a flashlight. Let's see what we got here. Oh wow. What is that stuff? Never seen that before. I'm gonna show you what I got in there. See that stuff back in there? Right there. I don't know what the heck that crap is. It looks almost like wood chips. So I'm gonna see what it is and see if I can dig it out of there. If it is, I might have to suggest to Pollock that we flush this before I do it. Since we got that open, might as well flush the block with some water and see if I can get anything out of there. So I need to see what that is. So I'm gonna pause you again. I'm gonna go grab a chunk of copper wire. Okay, I went and got a chunk of copper wire. Let's see what if that stuff's hard or. Oh, no. It's like a build up. I don't know if my head's in your way. It might be. Yeah, it's some type of build up. What I might do is do this then. Okay, well, let's see what that tap does. So this is the tap right here. We're gonna thread it in right here. Nice and easy. Like a glove. That cleaned them threads good. It should have. We're gonna see when I pull this out. Felt like it did. And if this worked the way it should have caught all that stuff and put it right in these slots in this tap. Yep, it did. It caught it. So I'm gonna clean this tap off. And then I'm gonna run it through again because there's still some more stuff on there. So hold on, I want to show you what this looks like, so you can kind of get an idea. So as you can see all that stuff? The tap caught all that stuff that was in that threads. It's buildup or whatever that is. So now I'll clean that out and then I'm going to run it back through that hole again, but I'm going to show you the threads. Yeah, I know, I just spun you around in a big old circle. I'm going to set you down. Sit you all down. this stuff off of this tab real quick. Now I'll show you what it looks like now after going through there. Sorry, I gotta fold this tripod up. See the threads now? So now I'm gonna run it through again and they'll get even better. So I'll set you back down, I'm gonna run it through there again. Then I'm gonna clean it and I think we'll be all right. That buildup that was in there really wasn't hard, so I think it might just be some calcium or whatever it is that's building up in there. Something the antifreeze. Something to do with the antifreeze that's in there. It creates a buildup. And this is also cleaning them other threads up too, so it should make that thing go in there nice and smooth. Yep, got some more out of there. Not a whole lot. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna wipe it up. There's still some stuff in there yet. But I think it'll be alright. It's a lot better than what it was. That thing should go in there nice and easy. But I'll run it in there one more time. Let's see what happens. Then I think I'm good. Because the thing's bottoming out every time I put it in there. There, that's complete. Well, maybe. Give her one turn. That's all I'm gonna get. Okay. Alright, I gotta grab that. There we go. Okay, here it is. This is the heating element. This is going to get screwed right into there. But first, we got to take some Permatex thread sealant. This is a paste. I'm going to put it on these threads when I screw it in there, and it's going to hold it and keep it from leaking. So you always want to make sure you do that with your threads. Basically like a Teflon, but it's a paste. It's a white, should be a white paste, I'm assuming. Must have changed the formula. Which, hey, it's been known to happen. Oh no, it's still that grayish white color. Yeah. So this is what Permatex looks like. I don't know how well you can see it, but if you didn't know, on the inside of your cap is your puncture thing for puncturing the tube. Now I'll clean that out. I'll let it just dry when I put it on, and then I'll peel that Permatex out of that cap. So that way, if you ever need to, it's still on there to use. Okay, I'm gonna set you back here. And I'm gonna throw some Permatex on here. Sure ain't much in there. That was just a big old air bubble in there. Wow. You get 1 ounce. 1 ounce for, I don't know how much Scott paid for it. There's your 1 ounce. And there's probably an air pocket in there somewhere. So you're not really, it looks like there's a lot there, but there's not really a lot there. Not for the price you pay anymore. But it is what it is. They got a good product. I've always used Permatex. Ever since I've been a kid. Ever since I was a kid, I should say. What happens when you work on motors your whole life? Cars, anything. Anything we could tear apart and put back together, we were doing it. Mini bikes, dune buggies, Odysseys, anything. Trucks, cars. You name it. We were tearing it apart, putting it back together. Lawnmowers, anything. Where I grew up, well, where my mom grew up, my grandparents' place, where the farm is now. I'll put a video on here of the farm, but anyways, it's where my mom grew up. It's an old ghost town. They're right. And her brothers, my uncles, my Uncle Lynn and my Uncle Al, aka Balzo. Balzo's Dirty Dozen. It was his, where he lives now was his hunting cabin. Back in the day, we used to go up there and party for a weekend and come back home. No water, no running water, no electricity, nothing. Out at a dead-end road that ran into a two-tracker. There was an old school bus across the way. We painted that school bus one time. Didn't do any bad graffiti to it, but the girls graffitied the heck out of it. Go up there for a weekend and just relax. That was back in my late teens, early 20s. Okay, I got the Permatex on there. CCC. Probably didn't need a whole lot that much, but I'm putting enough on there. So I'm gonna screw this in there now. Now, meow. What's so funny, meow? What you laughing at, meow? Oh, yeah. Now I'm hoping I got a socket that big. That's 1.8 inches. Bigger than that. There might be one here though. I probably should have did this before I started recording, but hey, is what it is. Don't make it easy to get these things off when you buy brand new. Oh, that's why it's locked in there. I see. That's why. Okay. If this one don't fit, then it is what it is. Nope. Alright, that's the biggest one we got. Crescent wrench it is. I was hoping I could have got a socket down there. Get this out of the way. That one don't open big enough. Is this one? Probably not. Nope, I bet it don't. Oh, it does. I know it looks weird the way I'm turning it, but hey, is what it is for the moment until I can get it snug, and then I'll get a good one in there. I just don't want to over tighten it, that's all. Sorry if my head's in the way. I'm trying not to be. Trying to get a good leverage on this. Okay. I need to go look at that. I gotta go grab the plug because I want to see where those are facing. Okay, I think that's the way we want her to go. Because I think we want this. I'll figure out somewhere to run this cord, but let's see here. Ooh. Let's go this way. No. That's this way. Yep. Yep, that's good right there. Okay. Tighten her up. Okay. There you go, it's installed. Now I'm gonna let that dry before we even start this, so that we're gonna let that sit for a while. At least for a few hours, probably 24 hours until tomorrow. I gotta change the hydraulic filter yet, so, and I gotta put this back together. So we're gonna do that right now. We're gonna reverse order now what we took off, the wires, and hook everything back up but the battery, because I got to clean out where the battery goes because it's full of dust, and I'm not going to show you guys that because it's just going to be loud anyways. I'm going to vacuum it out. So anyways, so I need to figure out how I want to do this. I really don't want to run it down there by the steering, so I'm thinking, I don't know, I'll figure something out. I got to see once I get all this wiring back on there. So let's get that back on there. Hold on. I did buy some wire brushes so I can wire brush that off right there and clean it up before I hook that ground back up. Okay. Oops, I need that cap. I'm the type of person, if you got it tore apart, you might as well clean it before you put it back together. I gotta spray off down there real quick too, before I put this stuff back in there. Should have done that before I screwed that in there, and I didn't, but that's alright. I ain't gonna spray much, just enough to clean it up. Pollock said he was coming out here today, but I don't know if he is. He's a busy, busy man. That's what happens when you got a wife and 2 daughters. Nothing against that. It's just he's busy. Busy, busy, busy. Okay. This one here is the one that goes down there. Oh yeah, let me spray that off real quick. Okay, let's get this back to where it's going. I need to see what I need for that in case I gotta hold that. Ooh, that's too big. That's too small. Probably a 1/2 inch. That's what it is. Cheese whiz. Nope, that's 1/2 inch too, I believe. No, it's smaller. That's at 12 millimeter. There's that. Starter. Come on. Get on there. I'm gonna knock that off. They don't do stuff easy. I mean, they really don't. I don't understand the cover on here, but I mean, really, they could make it so you can move the thing, to be honest with you. Now this nut don't even want to thread on there right. This is starting to get irritating because there's no reason for this to be happening. Kubota, you need to do a better job on what you're doing because this is ridiculous. There's no reason for this. Flat out, no reason for this. They don't care though, because they ain't the ones that work on them. No excuse for that. None. But it is what it is. The joys of life and working on other people's crap that they invent or manufacture. Just uncalled for, that's all. I'm done complaining. Because I can tell you what, doesn't get you nowhere if you do. And nobody wants to hear it anyway. Okay, there's that one. There's that one. Now watch this cover not want to go on there. Let's say it better. Don't even make that so you can move it. That's just poor design. Okay. You still see over there? Now I'm gonna wire brush the top of this off real quick. That's the motor mount is what that is. The other one, why is it? I'll double check it when I put it down to make sure it didn't move. But it shouldn't have moved. I didn't see it move when I took the nut off it, so. Let that dry. I was clean that. Good to go. Show you what I got here. Now you can't really see that, can you? If I set it over here. It's not. It's shiny. But there we go. See, I cleaned it up. Got that cleaned up. Now we're gonna put this back on. Sorry about that. My back is getting sore from bending over. This one down. Okay, there's all the wires. Except for this one, I gotta plug this back in up here. Okay, put that back on. And that is installed, other than putting in the antifreeze. But I don't want to put the antifreeze in there until that dries. So I'm going to wait until tomorrow to install the antifreeze. And then I just got to zip tie these wires back up out of the way. But I think what we might do for now is pull this up this way over top of that, because I think maybe I'll zip tie it to that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. That's another, I don't know. They want you to drop it out the bottom to plug it in, but you got your steering column right there. That's another poor design. I mean, in theory, they could have put it over here. I mean, really, because there ain't nothing over here. I don't know why they didn't do that, other than I guess they wanted it at the back of the motor, or the back of the block. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't know. Guess I understand the plug over there, but I don't know. Just because of that steering neck right there, that's the main reason. See, there's nothing on that other side. You can put it out the bottom over there, but I don't know. I'll figure it out. And I'll show you what I did, though. Because I don't know if Pollock's coming out or not. Like I said, he doesn't want to be on YouTube, so I'm not gonna do that. That's why the hose didn't get finished on there, but it's in there, so we're good. Other than now, I got to change the hydraulic fluids and the filter, and the filter is back underneath back here, so I need to push this off the ramps. See the ramps? So I'll just get it off the ramps, and guess I can just jack it up right where it's at, take the ramps out from under it and set it down. So I'll do that. So I'll show you what I'm doing there. I'll do a quick video of that when I get it set up. So I'll jack it up and take the ramps out so I can get it back down on the ground, and get it sitting level anyway, so I can make sure the oil's right. And then I got to jack up the back end so I can do that other the hydraulic fluid and that filter. So sorry the video was so long, but it's done. So this is One-Eyed Tom saying have a good day. Have a wonderful day. May God bless everybody. And remember, thank Him every day you're here. That's all I can say. So this is One-Eyed Tom saying check you later and bye-bye for now.